This is the Southampton side. Ivan Golak returns after being dropped for one game and suspended for another. And there are places for Mark Wright and Keith Cassels, last month's signings from Oxford United. Kevin Keegan, of course, would be delighted to score against his old club, especially as his total of 27 goals this season is equalled in the First Division only by Ian Rush, the young Liverpool striker from Wales, who's made such a big impact this season. Liverpool's lineup is the same for the fourth match in succession. Scotland international Graham Souness is still recovering from a back injury, but Terry McDermott, who scored 20 goals from midfield this season, is still only the substitute. Not every day you see a mascot with hair in bunches, but footballers' fashions these days being what they are in hairstyles, who knows? Brian Daniels from Brentwood in Essex is the referee, and Liverpool in a change strip, seasonally spring-like daffodil yellow, kick off attacking the goal to our right. At the end of February, Southampton led the table, and since then Liverpool have made up 18 points on them. Lawrenson, header goes to Golak, to Shannon. Baker, Shannon again, ball available square. It's well won by Lawrenson, who gets it back from Johnston. And Whelan takes it on very cleverly past Wright, rushes unmarked, and that should have been 1-0. Southampton opened up most expertly by Lawrenson and Whelan here, and by Johnston. And when Whelan got free, Rush was waiting unmarked and should have done better than he did. Baker. Golak. Keegan down for Cassels. And Cassels, a nice cross. Armstrong! Cassels holds his head. Armstrong so close. Cassels played the cross very skillfully after it had been delivered to him by Keegan, and Armstrong, with a difficult shot to deliver, was only inches wide. Touched by Johnston for Lee. Neil has gone outside him. And Nicol intercepts the pass meant for Dalglish. Flick now from Dalglish. Rush had anticipated it, and how he made it play! That was a superb goal. When Lee played it in, the little flick up, Rush was already on the move before the flick was played, and the volley was just perfection. Liverpool looking very sharp, looking very much like the team that has won 9 league matches in a row. Lawrenson. That's a nice cross for Rush, and that's a good save from Katalinic. Simple, classic football between Lawrenson and Rush, and a fine save from the Southampton goalkeeper. Sells. Johnston. Johnston, a nice ball in for Dalglish. And Dalglish tries to bend one and very nearly succeeded. That icy, cool, deadly intent that Dalglish contrives to show in the penalty area, so nearly paying off again. Right, ball. Armstrong. A lot of players involved in this. Cassels, a beautiful ball for Keegan, and Keegan for Armstrong! That was a move that began way back on the edge of the Southampton penalty area, and there must have been about 7 members of the team involved in it, and nothing more telling than Cassels' first time pass, and then a lovely touch from Keegan, and so nearly another spectacular Armstrong goal. Another offside decision. And again, it was against Rush. Ball. Finding Golak with a good pass. Cassell's a nice little touch. The fullback goes on. Golak looking for Keegan, and again it was Thompson who made the header, and Neil who made the second clearance for Lee. Well, the flag stayed down then, and Rush is onside. Katalinic has beaten him. And what a good pass too. Cassell's for once has played a bad ball, but I think that Southampton may get a free kick anyway for a foul by Hansen on Keegan. Baker. Clean, tidy pair of hands again from Bruce Grobbelaar. Seen enough of him to know that he's a great reaction keeper on the line, but he's dealt well with the balls coming across in the air too. Armstrong back to Holmes, who could have well done without it. He's found Keegan. Cassell's to Ball. Cassell's again. Keegan. Ball. Baker. Keegan. Armstrong. Keegan. Shannon. You won't see a better goal than that this season. That was marvellous. How many players were involved in that build-up? Coming down the left-hand side, such security, such precision in the passing, the kind of build-up that Liverpool themselves might have envied, and when the final touch was needed, Shannon applied it. So it's now 1-1. We've had two superb goals, and we've got a great game of football. Rush to Whelan. Southampton fans making their appreciation heard. Cassell's tripped by Neil. A bit of booing from the crowd, which is quite unnecessary, because in fact this game, although it's been hard, has been played in a very sporting spirit. Keegan and Armstrong together over the free kick. Armstrong! That was a brilliant free kick, and that was a magnificent save. Armstrong measures those to perfection, and I reckon it was going in the angle, and it was just fingertips from Grobbelaar that kept it out. Shannon, cleared by Kennedy. Rory McMenemy loves to see a game of football well played as much as he likes to see his team win, and he'll have enjoyed this one. Holmes, Armstrong, right. Johnston, Lawrenson, Baker, Ball. Midfield battle has been really fascinating, a lot of skill, and the two midfields haven't cancelled each other out in the way that they sometimes do. Nice bit of skill there from young Wright too. Keegan. And there goes the half-time whistle at the end of 45 minutes of football as entertaining and skillful and open and ambitious as you could wish to see. Ian Rush putting Liverpool 1-0 ahead with a superb volley, and then virtually the whole Southampton team participating in a move which Shannon applied the last touch to make it, as they go in, Southampton 1, Liverpool 1. Southampton, with the breeze at their backs, begin the second half. Golak with the ball. Southampton seeking to complete the double over Liverpool, having won at Anfield in November when Steve Moran scored the only goal in the last 3 minutes of the game. It was incidentally a defeat that left Liverpool 10th in the table. Rush taking Johnston's header right back to Katalinic. Unnecessary aggro between Johnston and Golak and Nicol, which may well date back to previous incidents in the game. And Mr. Daniels is having a word, perhaps significantly, with Johnston and not with the Southampton players. Keegan, Baker tries to curl a shot. What a very good save that was, and another very fine shot. Baker measured the curve of that absolutely to the inch, and how well Grobbelaar grabbed it. Holmes, ball. It's a well-judged pass. Armstrong. Cool bit of play by him. Golak. Shannon calling. And Shannon that Golak aimed for. Hansen who got it away. Baker. Ball. Both sides able to find space in midfield. Holmes to Keegan. Johnson's header down for Lawrenson. Flick for Johnston. On for Whelan, who's cleared a run on goal. Katalinic out, and Whelan has scored. Well, that was a surgeon's scalpel through Southampton then, wielded with such precision and such coolness. And once Whelan was free, he was not in the least perturbed by Katalinic's rush, and what fine finishing by a young player. So at the same point in the second half that Liverpool took the lead in the first, they go in front again. Ronnie Whelan's 12th goal of the season, and there can't have been many better. Holmes, clearance by Hansen. Holmes again. Over he goes. Penalty. Phil Neal tripped him almost unthinkingly. I suspect it was a lapse of concentration by the Liverpool fullback. There's every chance now for Kevin Keegan to put the game level, to put himself level once again with Ian Rush as the leading scorer in the First Division. Two. 2 minutes between the goals. Southampton back on terms. Keegan full of smiles. The Southampton fans in good humour again, and all to play for, and still more than half an hour to go. What more could you ask? Well struck penalty kick by Keegan, with Grobbelaar going the wrong way. Have got very dark in the last 10 minutes, and it wouldn't be surprising if it rained. Holmes, Hansen, Thompson to Lee, Dalglish, Neal, Johnson. Johnston. Nice tight control by him. He's got Rush inside him, and he's got Whelan arriving on the far side. But he has to be content with a corner off Nicol. Johnston! What a tremendous volley that was. Corner taken by Dalglish, pitched perfectly for Johnston, and the volley gave it so much power. Baker. Lawrenson still against Baker. And Lawrenson back to Grobbelaar. Nicol, a good header under pressure. Dalglish to Whelan. And back. Out for Lawrenson against Golak. Kennedy. Goalkeeper gave it to Rush, and good work by Katalinic. He retrieved that situation brilliantly. Golak sillily trying to pass back. Rush very skillfully took it round Katalinic, but the keeper had the last word. Lee. Dalglish's cross, right header, Thompson, and in goes Kennedy, and up comes Katalinic. Thompson almost set Kennedy up. Holmes to Armstrong. Keegan. Ball. Keegan again, and a foul by Lawrenson. No, just an accidental collision, says the referee, and Johnston is away, and Katalinic saves again. A moment of lost concentration by Southampton then, as they thought they were going to get a free kick. Suddenly found that play was going on, and Johnston was clear. Lawrenson. Neil. Lee. Neil again. To work hard for that. Nicol. Dalglish. Neil's pass chased by Johnston and retrieved. Neil again. It's time to Lawrence. And Dalglish looks for the shot, and another superb save by Ivan Katalinic. Beaten twice, but it could so easily have been half a dozen. A lad who likes to play football out of defence if he can. Baker controlled that well, and ball by Hansen. Quarter of an hour left, 2-2 the score. Ball with the free kick for Southampton. Hansen looked as though he might have been holding Keegan down, but the referee saw nothing wrong. Hansen, and now ball. Chip over the goalkeeper, and Shannon against the post. Beautifully controlled chip by Ball. A lightning lunge by Shannon, and the ball cannoning back off the post. It's from where Grobbelaar is placing the ball for the kick, as though it might all have been academic. Looks as though a free kick's been given. And a substitution now by Southampton. as Keith Casillas is called off and gets a very warm round of applause from the Southampton fans. I think we can take it that the major reason for the substitution is that Casillas is certainly not 100% fit, and it may well be that the enthusiasm and dash of David Puckett might be an interesting added factor in the last 12 minutes of the game.
Come on!
Keegan, Shannon, Armstrong. Will he go all the way? No. Well stopped by Hansen. When Armstrong comes in from that range, you look for the hard first-time shot. And that time he opted to go on and almost got away with it. Ball, nice touch. And that's a deflection for a corner. Keegan wanting to get on with it. Cross aim for Nichols' head. Shannon thought there was a deflection for another corner. The referee thought, but it went straight off Nicholl for a goal kick. It's a game in which both sides have played so well that a draw would seem to be the fair result. And yet, with the championship at stake for Liverpool and a place in Europe beckoning for Southampton, 1 point each, a disappointment when there were 3 to be had. We've seen that Southampton are capable of pulling them out of the bag in the closing seconds. The clock's running away with them here. The measure of how well Southampton have done is that they have scored as many goals against Liverpool in this match as Liverpool had conceded in their previous 8 matches. Hansen, Rush, Nicholl, Rush, did well there. Dalglish, always at his most dangerous here. Whelan! Second goal wins the game for Liverpool. Minute and a half to go. Is that a dangerous thing to say? Well, we'll see. But at the moment, it's Whelan and Liverpool who celebrate. A goal set up by Rush, who got himself out of a tight situation on the far touchline. Found Dalglish. Dalglish, a typical tight turn. A pass for Whelan. And that is now 3-2. Johnston. The Merseyside accents that predominate now. Johnston. And the whistle goes for another fine victory by Liverpool. One cannot yield in admiration for them, but Southampton played a magnificent part in a magnificent game. 3-2 the final score.
All the best of British football there. Fabulous game, and that late goal from Ronnie Whelan keeps Liverpool very much on course for the title.